Thursday. What's up, brother? I'm Zedmont, also known as Code Zedmont in that shop. And no, we're not doing Skibbity Ohio bullcrap. It just came back to my house randomly. My kids said something about Tuesday, and then another kid piped in. So just when you think the brain rot is gone, it has come back, and I can't wait to watch the timestamps to see how many people tuned out as soon as I said that crap. My kids are good, but it still sneaks its way in sometimes. And yes, I have kids. Yes, I'm an old man. But we're going to jump into Warships. This is my alt. Just unlocked Seekers. And Seekers not super smart when you have Brick, and you're probably going to get a second hero. But you know what? This is my alt, and I lose to terrible players. I give stars away, but it doesn't really matter because we're in gold. So it's one of those ones where I play a second account and do stupid things, and once in a while it works out and it makes it worthwhile. I don't know if you guys play that way or if you push both accounts, but very, very, very different tech trees. This one has flares, which is magical. Has brick, which was a mistake, except for in the early season. We've got max artillery. We've got tick 4 barrage just for all of the GBE-ness. That almost sounded like I said something else. Speaking of GBE-ness, happy birthday to Andro out there on the Boom Beach World. I don't know if it's actually your birthday. It's one of those running jokes with Join at Own Risk where I think they'd say happy birthday to Andro like 40 times a year. But I think she finally said thank you, so maybe she's either playing along or... Anyways, this is the tech tree. It might be Andro's birthday. We're going to throw some Seekers in. And I don't think we're going to go full Seekers. I think that would be a death sentence. But what I'm going to try to do is be a little bit smart. And maybe we can just send 3 boats of Seekers along this back wall. And then we can use like 2 and 3 and go something like this up that right wall is my general thought process. I don't know if my Seekers are going to run to that engine room. I think they should run to that one. We're going to find out. And maybe this convinces you that getting Seekers is not an awful idea, and maybe it convinces you that it is a completely awful idea. And I did not scout for shock mines, which is also quite stupid, but we're gonna get rid of this, and we'll throw a barrage there, and at some point I will pay attention to my troops, but it's not gonna be anytime soon, and we're just gonna watch to see where these guys go. And they actually went where I was hoping they would, which is fairly gosh darn amazing. And I'm just going to shock here, I think. Worried about the Doom Cannon more than anything else. You can see I didn't really do a heck of a lot of effort onto this attack because we threw a barrage onto that shock launcher, but then it just stayed up because I didn't throw nearly enough GBE on it. So we will just keep things going. Maybe throw a battle orders in because that right-hand side is moving along fairly all right. And then let's throw a shock on here, and then we'll just throw all of our GBE onto that one. And it looks like we've got a halfway decent time. We're going to end up with a 244, 247. So, decent hit, and that's where I really like Seekers, because you don't have to babysit them. You just kind of send them off, try and figure out where the heck they're going to go, and kind of a douchebag move at the same time. Throwing Seekers into 16 is going to make people be scratching their heads. And similarly, a bunch of players in 7 engine rooms with Laser Rangers, crushing bases in like rank 17 as well, so... there are some weird tech things happening, and do know that those clump bases that you're seeing at 6 engine room that you absolutely hate, Laser Rangers are coming. Laser Rangers are going to eat those for breakfast, so you'll start to see those spread out. They've already seen them start to spread out a bit, but they'll start to spread even a bit further. And no, that was not... Oh, okay, I'm not even going to say it. We'll just... Moving on. Sorry, brain goes into the gutter at times and turns me into like a 13-year-old boy at times. So right-hand side looks fairly reasonable. Should be able to get 3 engine rooms. Just to make it super simple, we're going to throw some barrage onto that shock launcher just to make gosh darn sure that the shock mine's gone and that thing's gone. And then I didn't really plan this because our Zookas are going to shoot over that gap. Our heavies are not, so it's going to be a little bit awkward, but we're going to flare back over into this neighborhood in a second or two. Don't care about the mortar yet. Zookas are going to do a halfway decent job, and I hate this part of the attack. We're kind of just watching and waiting, and we need to throw one of those just to make sure that that mortar doesn't ruin the attack, and then maybe Brick's going to go do something stupid. And then as soon as that's done, we'll flare back into... Come on, just get it down, would you? We'll flare back into about there, and then we'll send those guys over in that neighborhood, and maybe a shock on that shock launcher, maybe one of these just for good measure, and then Seekers are going to hit that shock mine, so we'll get rid of that. Shock mines are the biggest issue for me when it comes to Seekers. Also the fact that, as you saw, they're hitting what are those things called? Hitting green mines. I was going to say yellow mines. Not the best approach, and this has already gone sideways. So we split our defenses up, or our offense up a little bit too much, and as a result, this left-hand side got crushed. This right-hand side also got crushed. So with Seekers, and do we have the troop damage? Ronnie, giving some stars away. I told you we were going to give some stars away. Do we have the troop damage? Yes, we do. But just felt like everything died. We've got the troop health. I think there's another troop damage that we could... I think we can get 130. So maybe we should be... I'm not sure that it's worth 300 diamonds at this stage. But if you're not gotten them yet, do consider swapping those to health and damage, because having extra defenses, extra D does not help, sadly. So keeping with the Andro topics of the day, critters would definitely help. Seekers aren't on their own, or without bullet and on spread bases. Not sure that they're the best call, but I do like the fact that we can try some things. Okay, so this looks very much set up for that exact hit. Just need to worry, like this one just looks exactly perfect. So perfect. We will send you guys over here. We're gonna drop. I don't think we have enough damage. I just feel like we don't have enough damage on that right hand side, which is going to cause us some problems, but that is the name of the game. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3 there, and then we'll drop our Seekers as far left as we possibly can. Oh, I thought for sure you were gonna hit the shock mine, dudes. I thought for certain you were gonna hit the shock mine, and then those guys running, these guys running, and then of course I'm gonna hit that shock mine. But that's why we dropped that first boat of Seekers, just to make sure that they cleared the mine, not all of them clearing the mine. And then one more shock over here just to keep those guys moving. One more battle orders, and it doesn't look like I'm going to have enough damage on that right-hand side to do anything worthwhile. So splitting Seekers is a giant, fat mistake, but we're leaving it in the video because if we didn't, we couldn't... We couldn't. So rank 16 for a very good reason, giving away stars left, right, and center, and the only tequila. There you go. There's an Andro. We're definitely on an Andro topic style. I don't think she likes tequila, but anyways, they are just. Are we gonna win? What even are they doing? Is it just rifle rush with Kavan and just all of the protectors? I kind of love this attack. It's been forever and a day since I've seen all rifles, and they are just getting absolutely nothing. Like, they've got rifle and heavy, and they're going to fizzle, but I'm almost certain they're going to fizzle. But by the way, mezcal, friend recently gave me a bottle of mezcal, and I gotta say, tequila takes the cake for me. Mezcal, I'm not a big smoky fan. If any of you out there have a good mezcal recipe, please do let me know. But I really do hope that tequila takes this down, because this troop loadout is ridiculous, and there is under no circumstances should you lose to this person, but we're doing it. So congrats, tequila. You picked up the win. And sorry, I'm just getting some Slack notifications, some Discord notifications. Need to turn those things off. That's the downside of recording on your computer. All of the world has access to send you beeps. I don't know if those beeps came through or not, but I literally got a Discord, a WhatsApp, a Slack, and possibly a Teams notification all at once. So the world is out to interrupt Tequila, which is not a good state. We'll do one more attack, and then maybe we'll do War Factory just for something a little bit more fun. I was really hoping that there was going to be like this magical Seeker component that would get me into like 18. I didn't expect to get much higher, but it just feels like this is not super duper great. Now this base, we're going to be able to get that one right there with like one boat of Zookas, and then, you know what? We're going to go one boat of Zookas and then all Seekers. Again, just to try something fully ridiculous. So I just hope that we have enough Zookas. That Grappler is going to be a slight pain. I don't think we're going to have any issues getting that engine room, but if we do, we are absolutely and utterly screwed. Now, next up, we're going to get rid of you. Getting rid of that shock launcher means that we should only have to shock one shock launcher. And I just don't have the brain capacity to shock more than one shock launcher at a time. So we're going to send you over there. And then, oh, come on. How in the world is that shock launcher reaching? There we go. And we're going to send you back into there. And 1, 2, 3. And then all of you guys over here. And then as Brick starts to get close, she's almost dead, but then we're just going to get one battle orders, and then they're going to be off to the races, and suddenly we're going to shock that shock launcher like that, and I missed all of the things. I mean, we're trying here, folks, but it's just not going our way whatsoever. Might have actually been able to pull it off, though. If we can get rid of that boom mine, we might just have enough troops going towards that final engine room. And that right there, my friends, is exactly why I unlocked Seekers. Just trying different things, having a little bit of fun, and don't throw your engine room right there. Zookas are going to shoot over the gap, and even if the person's not using Zookas, they're probably going to drop one boat of them because they probably unlocked them early in the season. And Marvel coming in with Scorcher Zooka by the looks of things, so they should know that troops can reshoot over that gap. You're going to get a halfway decent time, but you need like a 220 at the very slowest to win. So Seekers coming in for the W, which is very fun. Not fun enough, I don't think, for you guys to unlock them, but that's kind of the point of this. Should we just go full no scout with laser rangers just to waste all of our gold? Okay, this worked out okay. So we're going to go 1, 2. I have no idea how much health that has, but that should be something close. Come on, that was pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have enough GBE to get rid of that? I don't think we do, but we're going to be very GBE heavy in a second or two, so we can just drop Kavan first just to make sure he stays alive. And then all of our laser rangers on that right-hand side. We are doing all of the wars, both the factory and the ships. So now we just need to get a shock there, and then once we get rid of that, we'll move over into here, and then we can get rid of you guys. Hopefully, one more artillery. And now we are off to the absolute races, and the race is to try to get my troops alive and get that shock out in time. So it's a bit rough sledding today, my friends, but that we're doing actually better than I would have ever thought, considering we didn't scout and we're about to walk into like 7 lasers range. And then actually I guess there's 4 lasers, not 7. A little bit of a hyperbole there, but definitely lasers versus lasers, and I think that lasers are going to win by the slimmest of slim margins. And now we just need to keep an eye out on this stuff down here. And come on, that attack was between the Seeker hit and this hit. It's a pretty gosh darn good day on the Boom Beach front. So we will throw some critters out there just to try to distract that shock blaster and that mortar. And now that was about the best possible war factory hit on top of the best possible warships hit. So pretty darn stoked with that. Now we just need to make gosh darn sure that it actually goes down, because it would be tragic if that shock blaster ruined our day, and it looks like it's going. There it goes. So the shock blaster is down, and now we just need these guys over here to get a little bit of extra GBE. We'll get a couple extra troops, and now burn this baby to the ground. I would love to be able to pop those hot pots. Just watching our troops shoot over them is a little bit saddening, but just come on. I'm not going to hit the 3 times mode button quite yet, because I want to see if this goes down without rushing it. Sometimes you just got to go slow. Again, back to that Andro topic of the day. Am I bringing up Andro too many times? Quite possibly, but she is some of that glue that keeps the Boom Beach world together. So we will give her all of the props. And then you know what? Let's see if we can't just pop those hot pots and do a little bit of extra damage to them. Would love to get rid of some of them just for the why nots, and manage to get rid of a whole 2 of them. I love it when they go down and then pop. And that, again, is back to the end. Sorry, I'm done. We will just speed that up. It looks like we're going to take this puppy down. And so that one was the winner. That last one was the winner. So we went Warships success, War Factory success, and then Innuendo success. It took a little while to get there. We started out a little bit slowly. But for those of you who stuck around, I hope that it was worthwhile. And all of these things are off the top of the brain. I'd never, ever plan such things. I would never... If I ever did plan, that would be the worst possible joke to plan. So I am known for the innuendos and the dad jokes. Innuendos on the Boom YouTubes and dad jokes with the kids. Anyways, enough jibber jabber. Let's cut to the chase. If you need a task force, reach out. Send your submarine. Wish Andro a happy birthday in the comments. Throw code ZMOD in your creator boost. And keep booming those beaches. Lots of demands, and if that wasn't enough, like, share, subscribe, and more importantly, hit me up in the comments. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm ZMOD. Peace.